Audiophiles, we need to talk, because for years we've been asking what happens to hi-fi when the younger generation take over. They don't want giant speakers, they don't want 5 boxes stacked up on top of each other, and they definitely don't want us explaining speaker cables to them for 45 minutes. But here's a twist. Young people might actually be saving hi-fi. They're just doing it completely differently. Let's admit something. When many young people hear the word hi-fi, what do they imagine? A massive amplifier, 2 enormous speakers, a bloke sitting in a perfect listening position saying the sound stage isn't quite as holographic as I'd hoped. Meanwhile, the 20-year-old is thinking, mate, I just wanted to listen to Kendrick Lamar. And maybe that's the part of the problem. Young people haven't stopped caring about music. Maybe traditional hi-fi stopped speaking their language. Young people are surrounded by audio. Music while traveling, music while gaming, music while studying, podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, and headphones everywhere. So the idea that younger generations don't care about sound, I don't buy it. What they don't necessarily care about is owning a giant rack of equipment just to get good sound. Amplifier, DAC, streamer, phono stage, power supply, another power supply, and apparently a small mortgage. But here's where things get interesting. Vinyl came back, young people started buying it. Okay, maybe that's nostalgia, except CDs started becoming interesting again too. And then something even stranger happened. Wired headphones became cool again. Wait a minute, vinyl, CDs, wired headphones? Doesn't that sound suspiciously like hi-fi? And I think I understand why. Streaming gave us everything, millions of songs instantly. But when you've got everything, sometimes nothing feels particularly special. Compare tapping an album on your phone with pulling a record from the sleeve, looking at the artwork, putting it on the turntable, lowering the stylus, and sitting down to listen. That's not just playing music, that's an experience. And younger listeners are discovering something audiophiles have known for decades. Sometimes the inconvenience is actually part of the fun. But there's still a problem. The hi-fi industry can make getting into this hobby look ridiculously expensive. Speakers, £5,000. Amplifier, £4,000. DAC, £2,000. Cables. Let's not start that argument today. If you're 22 years old and above, paying rent and trying to survive, you're probably not thinking, what my bedroom needs, £15,000 worth of separates. And that's where modern hi-fi becomes interesting. Because maybe this isn't the future of entry-level hi-fi. Maybe it's this: a good wired headphones, £100 DAC, powered speakers, a small streamer, a turntable, a CD player, even a pair of really good wireless speakers. Hi-fi doesn't need to be 10 boxes. Imagine you're 19, you buy a decent pair of headphones. For the first time, you hear proper bass, instrument separation, vocals sitting right in front of you, and suddenly, Spotify through your phone doesn't quite sound the same anymore. Congratulations, you've entered the rabbit hole. I can hear a difference in USB cables. Okay, maybe we stop one step before that. But seriously, nobody wakes up one morning and thinks, today I'm becoming an audiophile. It happens gradually. You hear something better, then you want something slightly better, and then this happens. And maybe the hi-fi industry needs to recognize this. Young listeners want great sound, but they also want convenience, design, small systems, streaming, headphones, connectivity, and affordability. They don't necessarily want to choose between modern technology and great sound. They want both, and that's why products like powered speakers, compact amplifiers, headphones, DACs, all-in-one systems could become incredibly important. The gateway to hi-fi doesn't have to be £10,000 stereo. It might be £150 headphones. Which brings me back to the question, is Gen Z killing hi-fi? I think the opposite might be happening. They're rediscovering physical music, they're buying records, they're becoming interested in CDs, they're using wired headphones, and they're discovering that music can sound better than tiny phone speakers. But they're changing what a hi-fi system looks like. But I want to throw this over to you. If you're under 30, does the word hi-fi sound exciting to you, or does it sound like something your dad owns? And to audiophiles watching, would you consider headphones, powered speakers, and streaming to be real hi-fi? Or does a proper hi-fi system still need amplifiers, separate source, and passive speakers? Because I suspect the comments are about to get interesting. And here's the big question. Maybe we shouldn't be asking, how do we get young people into traditional hi-fi? Maybe we should be asking, what will their version of hi-fi look like? Because if vinyl, CDs, headphones, and better quality audio keeps growing, the next golden age of hi-fi might already be starting. It just might not look anything like the last one. What does hi-fi mean to you? Drop your answer below, and if you've enjoyed conversations about hi-fi technology and where all this is heading, subscribe to The Real Spot, and I'll see you in the next one.